Hey everybody, I'm Elena and today I didn't sleep at all. And so I just came here not to talk about that, but to show you the process that I went through from looking literally like a wreck to looking presentable, looking fresh and awake. And so if you want to know how I did it, how I achieved this look and I look just wide awake even though I am not, just please keep on watching. I'm just gonna go ahead and use primer that I never use. This is a Rimmel. So basically I was handed a job that it was like, can you deliver it for tomorrow? If you can be for tomorrow, it's yours. Translation job. And so I took it and I spent the entire night translating. And you know, wow, my skin is really reacting. And you know what? We all, need to be places, still need to look decent. It's not like I slept an hour or two because that would have been even worse. I'm running on no sleep as I am filming this. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bring the big guns today. Basically, I'm filming this even though it looks scary, just if it can help someone out there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Age Rewind. Forget about the trends, Today we need coverage, we don't need trendy makeup. Yeah. Oh. And you see the sunburns? Anyway, good lord. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that in. But yeah, basically, it was late in the evening last night and they handed me 34 pages to be translated for today. And I took it, when occasions come, you take them. Even though you don't sleep much. I don't drink a lot of caffeine because after the second and third coffee, it doesn't wake me up more, it just makes me more hyper, so we're just pulling through. I'm gonna go ahead and take Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation. Mine happens to be in the color Alabaster. Yeah. Today, don't tell me good morning today, because it's like, what, when, what year? Basically, we smear this all over the face because I'm running absolutely low on that, and I wasn't planning on repurchasing this because lately I am more into lighter coverage and dewier stuff, but there's days that you need everything like today, and that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that in. You guys, I have to be honest with you, I take a good look at the videos that I make, and they are not the videos that I would like to make, but at the same time I observe the analytics. Oh my god, now I look pale AF, but it's my color. I observe the analytics, and seemingly what it looks like is that people come to this channel, not the ones that you watch comment basically, but all those that do not comment, they come to this channel to look for makeup hacks, makeup techniques, makeup related content, and basically nobody is interested in blogs. I can just deliver so much with blogs because you know my situation, you know where I'm at, and it's only so much that you can blog about in here, actually. The other content to me, for anyone else I don't know, but for me it's not as entertaining. Now we're gonna go ahead and to conceal the specs. I'm gonna take a matte translucent powder. This is from Essence. Just gonna go ahead and apply it. This is not baking. Never bake unless you're 12. I'm gonna apply it on the mobile lid and the under eye area just to set the concealer in place. and just to create a good base, and basically by mattifying, we're concealing. I'm gonna bring the color right away to my face. Fear not, I know I look like a ghost. Oh well, what can we do? Next up, I'm gonna take the NYX cake powder in the color brunette, and I'm gonna use the lighter shade, and I'll just go a little bit in the areas that I don't have so much hair. I'm glad that we moved past this Instagram makeup trend and heavy eyebrows and I don't know, all this kind of stuff. But as I was telling you, if you're watching this while I'm getting ready, there's not much else to say or teach. It's very showing, like, you can see what I'm doing. I don't need to go all over the steps, but we still can have a chit chat, I think. And for the longest time, if you have noticed, my video content has changed a little bit. I filmed comedy sketches, other stuff, but to be honest, the stuff that I enjoy, it's not the stuff that the majority of people come to YouTube to enjoy. Even I asked around, you know, I put my nose on the street, as they say. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D, and I'm gonna use this all over my mobile lids. And basically, I asked people around, what are the videos that you go to YouTube to watch most about? And they were like, we come to YouTube to watch challenges and mukbangs. Now, we all know I'm not gonna do that. And by the analytics, what I should be doing day in and day out is makeup. Now, while I enjoy here and there, sporadically, talking about makeup and whatnot, makeup is not what defines me. I mean, makeup is not my niche. I know that I did this for so many years because I moved back here. There was only so much you could do, and this was basically entertaining, but it got to a point that it got kind of exhausting. Like, how many eyeshadow palettes do you need? How many how many trips to Australia could I have bought with all this collection that I have in here? And this bothers me. You know what, it was a different time. I was almost a different person. And I feel like with all the events that went through 2020 in the world and in my life, if anything, I went back to being my more authentic self. And my authentic self is someone who enjoys different kind of stuff. I'm more of a, well, I'm feminine and I do this on a daily, and every now and then I do this on occasions. I go and help at a salon and do bridal makeup and you name it. It's not like a passion of mine, and I cannot go on. Here and there I will do it, for the benefit of this channel, but I cannot go on and pretend that this is what moves me and what makes me, what makes me wake up every single morning, because it really isn't. Now, if I tell you what I do on my spare time, you're gonna think, oh my god, how old are you, Basically what I do on my spare time is I spend a lot of my spare time playing music, listening to music related stuff. Some of you, not many of you, but some of you might know that I was about to be a professional tuba player, but then, life got in the middle and it's whatever. So this moves me, the world of music moves me. It's not like I'm gonna sit here in front of a camera and play tuba, because I don't know who would be up to be watching this content. Probably nobody. I also tend to do something that I don't do as often here in this town, because I'm a certain age, right? And I don't want to be looked funny, but whenever I can, whenever I have the chance, I'll just take a nude liner and wake up my eyes. Whenever I get a chance, I take my rollers and I go, see what I did here? I just contoured my eyes. So whenever I get the chance, I just take my rollers and I enjoy going rollerblading. Sometimes I go skating, but not so much because ever since the injury that I had, for me, skateboarding is almost like out of the question because I'll go a little bit and then my leg hurts, so it's whatever. But I still go rollerblading and whatnot. I also spend plenty of time writing on blogs, and whenever I feel like it, I accompany myself playing guitar. You know, I go to the other house and there is where I make music. And like last night I had this biggest urge, and I was working, you know, but I had this giant urge to go ahead and play, I kid you not, Star Wars with my tuba. And needless to say, I didn't do it, I was working. But even if I were not working, because the houses here in Spain are one next to the other, I wasn't going to go ahead and wake up all my neighbors with me playing Star Wars at 11 at night. Like, no, I don't have a studio with noise cancellation, so that was out of the question. These are things that I enjoy doing. See, every time that I go on camera, I have to smear mascara onto my lids. I don't know what's up with that. But these are things that really move me and I enjoy doing. So much so that, not now, but when I was growing up, I went to high school, you name it, extracurricular activities. I would go to music school, then I would go to tuba lessons, and then, I kid you not, this would be the same day, and then I would go to the orchestra rehearsal. Can I speak English? Apparently not when I haven't slept. And basically, I would spend all day, since maybe 2 p.m. up until midnight, you know, doing music-related stuff. And weekends, you name it. It's like on weekends, I would go out to the club on Fridays, pretty much like everyone else, and then at least here, yeah. And then on Saturdays and Sundays, like so many of my people who also came to the orchestra, we spend it rehearsing all weekend long. That, come to think, if you are not into music, I didn't have a significant other by those times, but if you're not into music, I reckon that the people who had a couple back then, oh my god, how patient they were, because telling them, yeah, on Saturday afternoon and on Sunday and from morning and whatnot, I'll be with the orchestra and I'll catch up with you whenever, you know, lunchtime, dinner time, bedtime. This is quite something, and it's something that people tend to not understand. Now, ever since then, my life took another path. We don't need to be getting into that, but basically, for the past few years, I was in a situation where my instruments were here, and I wasn't. And on my spare time, even though I still enjoyed all these activities, I could never do them. Firstly, because the music that I enjoyed listening to, I had to do so with headphones, because otherwise it was like, oh my god, this is bothering me, I cannot stand it. And then I realized that you have a big problem if you cannot share the same musical taste with someone who's next to you all the time. And to me, that's an issue. For some people, that's not an issue. To me, that's a huge issue. And then what I did was just normal stuff, you know, going on a walk, going to the cinema, going grab dinner, all this stuff. Even playing video games. I've never, other than Super Mario, and I know it sounds ridiculous, but The Sims, I am clueless with video games. Well, I just played once upon a time this video game with the PlayStation that it was named Inside. It was really dark, but it was really cool. But other than that, it's not what moves me. And these are the things, I'm telling you all of this because these are the things that really move me and that really vibrate my soul. And I could make endless content about that. Like I could be here also talking about dogs like 24/7. That also moves me a lot. But I don't know how much of that content can one withstand if you're not into that. I guess basically none. So now I'm gonna go ahead and blend all of this with Makeup Forever HD powder. So what I did was try to fit in basically and do the most, I don't want to say basic, but the most common thing, kind of, what people do, try to fit in. But ultimately, whenever I did that, it made me feel miserable. And I feel like lately, if I film vlogs or whatever, there's only so much I can show to you. And it's, every now and then I enjoy, filming a makeup video like today. Like, look how I go from a disaster to acceptable. But doing this on a consistent basis, it wears me down because it's not something that I would watch. Basically, sitting here and telling you, you guys, this is the Gigi Hadid lip liner in the color who knows what, and I'm gonna apply it on my lips. I can do this here and there, I'm going to, but it's not something that moves me to the point of just talking about this. And this was so very niche, and I don't know where this channel, so basically what I'm trying to say is that, because I know that virtually the people that are going to be watching this video is the people who are recurring to this channel. What I'm trying to say is, let me know what kind of content you enjoy the most watching on this channel, and then I'll compare it to the content that I enjoy the most, and I'll try to find a happy middle so we're all happy. I'm gonna go ahead and, because we don't want to focus, even though, as you can see, my eyes look wide awake right now. Well, let me just take this pulley and remove this mascara now that it's dry. Boom. So we can find a happy middle that we're all happy and content, and then I can throw makeup videos here and there for the rest of people, but not all the time, And saying that, I'm gonna have to shut up and I'm just gonna contour my lips with this. Because basically what I'm trying to do today is drive the attention away from the eyes. So I just woke up the eyes, I make them vibrant, woken, and whatever. And what I'm doing is just focus the attention on my lips. So basically, today I'm wearing a hoodie. I feel like this is more me than many other kinds of clothing, even though I enjoy dressing up, whenever I'm out. But if you're home, I really enjoy, yeah. By focusing the attention on the lips, the lips are the lips, and they don't look tired, they don't look anything, they just look like the same old. And lately I know there's people watching this channel from my real life that really, really do know me. Remember how we used to grab the guitars after rehearsals and go and play and grab some beers and have good times. Comment down below if you're watching this and you remember those times. You know who you are, just so people know that it's not like, oh, she is really making that up, she spent all that time doing this. No, I really was. And now that I have filled in my lips, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this YSL Rouge Volupté in the color 6. This is a transparent red. This is my definition. As you can see, it's sheer, I guess. And basically that's it. This is the look for today, and even though I feel like how everybody feels like when you haven't slept, you feel exhausted, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't show, and now I'm ready, to go ahead and hit the day and start or continue the day in my case, looking more presentable, looking more fresh and awake, And even though you haven't slept, you don't have to be telling people, oh, I haven't slept, or looking like a scary ghost. As you saw me at the beginning of this video, you can really just go ahead and, you're looking like, I just woke up like this. You're looking, I mean, you just didn't wake up like this, but you feel refreshed, you look good or better, and it's harder for people to tell, so nobody needs to know, basically. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me. As you see, it's been real fast. It's nothing out of this world. It's not tricky, it's not difficult. I didn't discover the wheel here, but this is what I do whenever I am exhausted and I don't want for it to show. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to give it a good thumbs up. Also, don't forget to comment down below, especially if you're one of those people who always watch my videos but never comment. Let me know the content that you're interested in and whatnot. And subscribe if you haven't already. In the meantime, I hope you're having a great day and see you soon. Bye.